This conference will now be recorded.
Good morning, friends. In this Business Intelligence Master Program, so today we are going to discuss about how to load data from Salesforce to Azure Data Lake Storage Gen2. Okay, so today we are going to see copying data from Salesforce to the Data Lake Storage Gen2. So for that, we need to have a Salesforce account and we need to create the tables in Salesforce, right? So once we have data in the tables, then we can able to load data into the Data Lake Storage Gen2. So what is important here is, so you know already how to copy data. Once we have multiple tables, how to copy multiple tables data. If you have a single table, how to copy single table data into Azure Data Lake Storage, right? So these and all we know. Only the challenge is how to create the Salesforce account, how to create tables in Salesforce, and how to insert data into Salesforce. So if you can able to write the code, it will be easy. But I don't want to write any code. I want to do it everything from the UI. So it will take little bit time because we are going to do it everything from the UI. But in real time, say in Salesforce, you will have a data. You are not going to insert. You will have a data. Customer will ask you to fetch or copy all the data which you have in the Salesforce into the Azure. Okay, remember it's a public network, friends. Salesforce also public network. That's why you can able to create an account and you can able to create everything, right? So it's a public, so you can able to bring the Salesforce data into Data Lake Storage into with a Azure integration runtime. Okay, fine. Let's see today. So scenarios we will see, then estimations, prerequisite and required resources. With respect to demo, we will see how to create Salesforce account. Okay, then how to create table in Salesforce account. Then we are going to see how to insert data into these Salesforce tables. Then we are going to see how to create Azure Data Lake Storage Gen2, create Azure Data Factory V2, create Azure Data Lake Storage Gen2 linked service with Key Vault using integration runtime. In the same way, when you are logging into Salesforce, right, what happens is you can able to enter, you need to enter username and password. This password you can able to still keep it in a key vault. From the key vault, you can able to read the password into the Salesforce linked service. Okay, then we will see data sets, pipelines. We will see how to run pipeline with the trigger and a monitor pipeline. Fine. So scenarios, copy data from Salesforce table to Data Lake Storage Gen2. We are going to see how to copy data from Salesforce table to the Data Lake Storage Gen2. Then we will see copy data from Salesforce query to Data Lake Storage Gen2. So you have a table data. So instead of taking entire table data into Data Lake Storage Gen2, I want to take the query result into the Data Lake Storage Gen2. Maybe you see what happens is in Salesforce tables, you cannot control some of the things in Salesforce, such as last modified date. There are some extra columns will be added to each and every table. So what I wanted to do, all these tables data, I don't want to take, I want to take a specific columns from the each table. I want to take a specific columns from each table. Example, you have customer ID, customer name, customer phone number, last modified date, updated by a lot of columns, but I want customer name and a customer location, only these two columns. I am going to write a query. That query result I will load it into Data Lake Storage Gen2. Next we will see data set parameters, pipeline parameters, and we are going to use a copy activity today. Okay, these are the things. Let's see. Important URL for this lab is, these are the things: https://developer.salesforce.com. This is the URL you need to access to create the Salesforce account. Once you create the Salesforce account, then you need to log in into the Salesforce account with login.salesforce.com. Okay, even in real time also you are going to use same thing, login.salesforce.com. Next, data flow diagram. So you see you have a lookup activity. Maybe so first time I will show you with the single copy activity how to load full table. Next, with the single copy activity, how you can fire a query, that query result how you can copy. Then we will see multiple tables, right? So when we have a multiple tables, you know, we are going to keep these multiple tables in a metadata table. So create a data set of reference to metadata table. That metadata table will tell you, okay, source side this is the table, sync side I want to put in these respective folders. So this is the table in my Salesforce. So that particular data I want to load it into custom folder in Data Lake Storage Gen2. Something like that. I have a source side, what is the table where I need to load in sync side. So all this information I will pass it to the ForEach activity dot lookup dot output dot value. Items are how many items I have, 4. So 4 items I will get. Now I will take the copy activity. Okay, so one by one, like first I will pass the first, I will execute to copy data from first to first, next EMP to EMP, sales to sales, order to order. So likewise, one by one table I will copy. Clear, friends? So fine. So how you are going to use this copy activity? See, copy data from Salesforce to ADLS Gen2 is you'll have a Salesforce. In this you'll have a table. Next, I want to load it into data lake storage Gen2. First thing is you need to create a linked service. Then we need to create the input data set. Then we need to use copy activity, right? So then we need to use output data set where we need to load in a data lake storage Gen2. So before you reference to the folder in a data lake storage Gen2, you need to create the output linked service. Okay, so once you execute, that particular data will come in a CSV file. If you have selected CSV, if you have selected JSON, it will come as a custard.json, something like that. Who is going to do Azure integration runtime, but self-hosted integration runtime also can able to do it. I hope everybody know this. Now Azure Data Factory is going to manage all of these things. Okay, fine. Estimations, how many linked services we need? One linked service for Salesforce, one linked service for data lake storage Gen2. How many data sets we need? Depends on reference points. We need to create the data sets. How many activities we need? One copy activity is required to copy data from Salesforce to the Azure data lake storage Gen2. But when you have multiple, we need to use for each to iterate through the tables and all those things. How many pipelines? One pipeline I will create. What type of IR we are going to use to copy data from Salesforce to the ADLS Gen2? Azure integration runtime. Okay, fine. Prerequisite, what is Salesforce? We should know. Okay, what is data lake storage Gen2, Azure SQL DB? Because why I'm using here Azure SQL database to maintain my metadata. So I have Salesforce, data lake storage Gen2, my source and destination, but still I'm using SQL DB for maintaining my metadata. So I'm going to use keyword, schedule, trigger, Azure data factory integration runtime, linked service data set, and the activity pipeline. So all these things we are aware of. So required resources for today lab is Salesforce, data lake storage Gen2, Azure SQL DB, keyword, and finally Azure Data Factory V2. Okay, so these are the things required. So what I will do first, I will just go and create the Salesforce account. Okay, let's create the Salesforce account. So first thing I wanted to do, developers.salesforce.com. So this is the URL you need to access. So when you search with developer.salesforce.com, so here you see something called sign up. Okay, just click sign up. Okay, first name, I'll just say my first name is this, last name is this, and mail ID I'll say Cloud, right? Cloud Pandit. Mail ID should be correct, otherwise you'll have full issues. Okay, cloudpandit@gmail.com. Role you just say developer or whatever. Company name you can say Cloud Pandit. Country, just select India. Postal code, you just give whatever you want to give. Next, username. Okay, username is, this is important because you are going to enter the username here. Okay, so you need to enter the username here. You can say Cloud Pandit at the rate cloudpandit.com. So what is this? You see it is working, right? cloudpandit@cloudpandit.com is working. So the username should be something like this, something @companyname.com. Okay, it can be anything, you can give anything. Okay, you can say here I will just give my name @cloudpandit.com. Okay, my @cloudpandit.com. With this, click sign up. See, again and again check it. This is the username, friends. You have to be very careful with this username because you need to enter this username. Next thing is, now we have not provided password. To reset password, we will get a link to this mail ID. Okay, I will log in into this mail ID, but before that, just click sign me up. So please check your email to confirm your account. Okay, so what I will do, I will just open my Gmail account. Okay, let me just open the Gmail account. So it will take some training. It will take some time. Let's wait some time. I did not get it. Okay. Let's wait some time. Search otherwise Salesforce. No. Sometimes it will take some time to come. Okay, don't worry. Just keep refreshing this. Go to spam and check. All mail. I think I have given. Yeah. So you see, we got it now. You see, developer@salesforce.com. Welcome to Salesforce. Okay, verify your account. Okay. So thanks for signing up with like Salesforce. All these things. See, this is the username. Okay. To easily log in later, use this URL. It is saying. So we need to verify this account. Just click on verify account. So it is asking me to change my password. So I will just change my password. So okay, password is good and it matched. Security question, you just say in which city you were born or what is your mother, what is your pet name, something. Okay, you just say in which city your first job or something. You just say Bangalore. You click change password. Okay, so you land here, friends. So first thing you need to see, sorry friends. So see, we are here, right? So first thing that we need to do, just click on object manager. See, these all are the existing tables. These all are the existing tables. If you want to create new table, just click on create. Okay, here you see something called custom object. Okay, custom object. You can click here. There is another way. Just click home. Click here. So here also you have a custom object. But here, if you go with the object manager, So you have one option called custom object from spreadsheet. So you have some data that with that data you want to create some table. So that is also possible. Okay, let's go with empty table I want to create. Then just click on custom object. So there are a lot of options. You do not worry about all those options. Okay, see, I'll just say here. Okay, here I will say, here you say cost. Okay, so you need to say your table name here, and for that table plural name also you need to give. If it is a table account, so you need to provide plural name as well, accounts. Okay, something like that. Here we have a cost. Here I am giving costs. Okay, costs. So this name will like you just mark it as a cost, and remaining all the details I will. Yeah, one more thing. So one more important thing, this is not, all these are not mandatory, but that is up to you. So do you want to generate some auto number? Auto number means when you insert first row, it will give something like, okay, this is 1, this is 2, something like that. Auto generated numbers will come, right? Identity column in SQL, if you know. So likewise, if you want auto number, you just say auto number. Okay, record name. So record name meaning column name. Column name I will say ID, CID, customer ID. This is customer ID. And display format, in which format you want. So the format should be something like this. So let's say customer ID, or you can say Cloud Pandit ID, CP hyphen, I will say 00. Then what happens is first number will come. Yeah, you need to give from starting number is 1. Okay, when I say starting number is 1 and display format is CP-00, then what happens? It will start with CP01, first one. Next ID is CP02. Next ID is CP03. How many values it is possible? The total values which are possible is 10, because 2 zeros means like 10 is possible. If you want like 100 values, then you need to use some 3 zeros. So based on that, how many values you want? Like you need 1000, then you need 10,000, you need 1 lakh. You just have to put as many values as you want, as many records as you want to insert, those many zeros you need to put. Okay, for me, I want only 10 records, so I will say 0, 0. Remaining all these things leave as is. Just click save and new means, do you want to create? So it will save this particular table and it will show same form to create a new table. But if you are saving this table, it will save and it will show object manager. Okay, it will not show this form again. So but I want to create at least 2 more tables. That's why just click save new. Save new means it will save and it will show same page again to create a new table. See, it is showing again same. Okay, now I want to go with EMP. This should be EMPs. Okay, here also I want to generate a auto number. This should be EID, employee ID, and employee ID format is employee 00, E0, E1, something like that will come. Okay, next year it should start from the 1. Okay. Then with this, just click save and new. I want to create a third and final table, that is product table. Okay, just products, it's a product, and here also you just say auto number, it's a product ID, PID. This should start with something like this, P01, P02, something like that. Like IDs will be created with this. Then click, I am directly clicking save this time. I'm not clicking save and new. See, now you will come back to the object manager, same form will not come. See, form did not come, right? So now, in which table you are in? Product table. In this product, let's go to the fields and relationship. Here I am in this tab. See, currently by default, when you create table, you see all these columns added, created by, last modified by, owner, product ID. Product ID is the one which we have created when we are creating the table, but owner, last modified by, created by, all these things came automatically, right? So with this, I want to create a new field into product. So product ID I have anyhow, I will just create one more column called product name. Click new. Okay, here what is the data type? Product name means text, right? Just select text, click next. Here you need to give your name of the column. It's a product name, or you can say P name, product name. Next, what is the length? Example in SQL, right? Where 50 we were using, right? So how many characters you want to allow for product name? 50. Okay, remaining everything you just keep as is. There are some validation you can do. Always require this column, or this column can be null. So do you want to maintain only unique values in product column? So all these validation we have. Okay, so do you want to maintain any default value? Default value means if somebody is not giving any value, that value will go as null. Instead of that, I want to put some default value. All those options will have. Then click next. Okay, so come down. One important thing here, you see system administrator. Go up. Okay, so visible, it should be checked, so that we can able to read it. Otherwise, if this is unchecked, it will not be visible. We will not be able to read it. This particular column. This column, I am marking it as a visible. Click next. Okay, so you can verify everything. Then click save. I don't want to create any more columns. That's why I'm saving. So for product table, I have created one more column called product name. Okay, field label is P name, and field name is P name __ C. See, you whenever you are specifying the column names, you need to specify this. Okay, not this one. Okay, so do one thing, just click edit. Not here. Let's do one thing. Let's click on object manager. So fine. Now you search for your tables here first, one by one. Product table which we have created. You see, oh, already we have a product, but it's a capital. This is the one which is small. Okay, small. See, this is the custom object. This is a system object. This is how you can able to understand. It's a product table, right? So now what we need to understand here, is click on this product table. In this product table, we have two columns. You can check it. So go to fields and relationship. Product ID and product name. These are the two columns which are important for me. So these are the auto-generated columns. I'm not worrying about those things. Okay. Now let's go back to the another table. Another table is, let's say, EMP table. See, this is the EMP table. Click on EMP table. So click on fields and relationship. So here employee ID is the one which we have generated. It's an auto number. Along with that, I want to create a new column. Just click on new. I'll just say employee name here. Only two columns let's take, okay, because we don't have much time. So if it is a employee name text, right, click next. It's, I will say, employee name, length should be 50. Keep everything else as it is. Click next. So you check it, system administrator visible, click next. So everything else you can keep. Click. Yeah, let's click save and new. I want to create one more column. That column is something phone number, employee phone number. Okay, so that's why I will take phone number. See, you have a phone. Click next. It's employee phone number. Field name, employee phone number. Let's see help text. We have something called help text. So you see here something it is showing. If you keep here, it will tell you enter a label to be used, right? In the same way, when we are entering data for e-phone number, whatever you are entering here, that will be shown. Example, Cloud Pandit, please enter Cloud Pandit phone number. Okay, click next. Come down. click next. So system administrator is visible. Then you just save it. Okay, I don't want to save, and I don't want to create any more columns, so I will just go with employee ID, employee name, employee phone number. Okay, these are the 3 columns. Fine. Let's go to our final table, that is cust table. Click on cust table. So in this cust table, click on fields and relationship. You see only cust ID you have. Here in cust ID, I will just create a cust name. I don't want to create any more columns. It's a cust ID and the cust name. Customer email. Let's enter only customer email. Click next. Cust email. You can say customer C email. Cust email. Okay. Here you can say enter cloud funded mail ID, something like that. Click next. System administrator visible. Click next. Come down. Click save. That's all. I don't want to create any more columns in this CID. I'm just maintaining custard and the cust email. Now you have created all these things. For all of these things, what we need to do, we need to do something called, we need to give some branding. I will tell you. Just go to the tab now. Come to home. Search with the tab. See tabs. Just click on tabs. See here you have a custom object tabs. So you need to select the tab for all the custom object. This is mandatory. Okay. So click new. What is this tab? You will come to know now, because it's a something like branding. Okay. Now you see object name. We have created these 3 custom objects, right? So for each custom object you need to tell. Okay, customer. So for which tab style? So basically it's a kind of a domain. It will tell, is it airlines, it's a banking, books, building, what is this? So let's say it's all about your bank customers. Okay, so that's why I just selected bank is a tab. Next, click next. Remaining things you can just leave as is. Okay, leave as is. So here you see system administrator default is on, so that should, you need to check it. Anyhow, by default it will be checked. Click save. Okay. So one table is added. Now one table is, see, it is available. Now I want to bring the another table. I want to register another custom object as well into Salesforce. Now click new. So you will have only remaining 2 tables. It will show here. Already one table you registered. These are the next 2 tables. EMP. This is what is a band. So I'll just say banking only. This is also. Click next. Come down. Click next. Come down. Save it. Okay, so click new again. Let's go with our third and final table, that is product table. Tab style is bank. I'll just select bank. Click next. Click next. Save it. Okay, all these 3 tables we have. Now you come here, click on this. So here try to search for your table from the cut. So cuts. Okay. Next, search for EMP. So EMP scan. Next, what is your table? Final table, product. Okay, products table came. So now let's go to one by one table. So this is the small letter P. It should be okay. Just click on products. So this is the one which we have created. Now I want to enter data into this. How you will enter data? Just click new. So you have product ID. Product ID is the one which is going to generate automatically. That's why it is not asking for that particular column data. So laptop, I want to insert one more record, save and new. So it will display again, same pop-up will come. So here I will say mobile. I'll just save and new again. Okay, here I can say what else you can say, something keyboard. Okay, let's save it. I don't want any more records. I have inserted total 3 records into this table. Okay, now go to related. You don't have, so details. So this is the third record, right? Now just click on products, click on products to see all those 3 records. You see P01, P02, P03. So now what happened, friends? So all the columns, like, so this P01, P02, P03, you can able to understand from here. There are 3 records we have. There are 3 records we have. See, for PID, what happened? For PID, automatically ID is generated. How it is generated? P01, P02, P03. Okay. I hope you understood. Everybody understood this, friends? Okay, fine. Now, same, come here. Let's go with costs. Click on costs. Here, click new again. So I want to insert data into customer table. So customer table also is having only, see, help text I enter right here. Enter Cloud Pandit mail ID. So when you keep cursor here, it is showing enter Cloud Pandit mail ID. So likewise, cloudpandit@gmail.com. Save and new. So same mail ID I will enter some 3 records, or let's put only 2 records. Okay, so those 3 records are enough. Okay, let's say finally click save. So 3 records I'm inserting here also. Now I want to go and check all of these things. Just click on costs. You see there are 3 records inserted. There are 3 records inserted. Friends. Okay, clear? Everybody's clear, friends? How many of you clear on this? Okay, fine. So what is our final table? Our final table is EMP. Just search EMP. Just click on EMPs. Click new. Now in this we have multiple columns. See, you will get, so employee name and employee phone number. 2 columns we have, right? So any of employee ID will be generated automatically. Employee name. So let's say Rama. Employee phone number. See, employee phone number here also we have given some help text, right? So please enter Cloud Pandit phone number. So this is the help text. I just give something, my phone number. Click save and new. Here you can set Krishna. Save and new. Let's say again Sai. Enter save and new. Because you can do it by using a coding, but the coding I don't want to take you through the coding. It will be confusing. That's why everything I have done it from the UI. Okay. Okay. Now you see we have data in all those 3 tables. Now what you need to do? Yeah, that's all we need to do. Now let's come back to your Azure. So in Azure, see now we have a Salesforce ready. In Salesforce, we have data. Data is ready. Now our next, this is our source. Salesforce is our source. My target is this one. My target is data lake storage Gen2. Let's create a data lake storage Gen2 now. Let's go to storage accounts. Click add to create the storage account. So resource group, I will say create new cloud only BA master program. Click OK. So storage account name, I will say cloud only store ADLS V2 store. Okay. So in which location? East to west. All these things, you should select a account kind storage account V2. Go to advanced. In advanced, we need to enable hierarchical namespace. It will create the data lake storage Gen2. If you're not enabling hierarchical namespace, it will create the blob storage V2. Okay. So now we enable it. It is going to create data lake storage Gen2. Let's open same portal.azure.me tab here. So how we are going to copy data from Salesforce to the data lake storage Gen2 by using Azure Data Factory. Let's create a Azure Data Factory. Click on Data Factories. Click Add to create the data factory. Resource group is this. And name of this data factory is Cloud Pandit ADF V2. Check it whether this name is available. No. So then do one thing, just add to the date 1207. This should be unique. Click Git configuration. We'll configure it later. Click Review plus Create. Create it. Okay. Now come here. It's open portal.azure.com. So what else we need? What else we need is we need Azure keyword, right? To store our information securely, we need Azure keyword. Click on keywords. Click add keyword. So this is the resource group. Select this keyword name. I will say Cloud Pandit AKV. Today data I will say 1207. It's in which location? East to west. But I need to add my data factory name. Just click add access policy. Here we will add our data factory name. So I want to grant full permission to my data factory. Click selected. Here I'm going to select my data factory name, Cloud Pandit ADF V2 1207. Select this, click select, then add it. Click review plus create. So now we have created almost everything. What else we need, friends? SQL database to maintain our metadata. Okay, see Salesforce, we have like data lake storage Gen2 is ready, data factory is ready. Now we have deployed Azure keyword. Let's deploy Azure SQL database and we will go back to the Azure data factory. Portal.azure.com. Click on SQL databases. Click add to create the SQL databases. Okay, let's select the resource group. Cloud Pandit BI master program. SQL DB, Cloud Pandit, SQL DB. Create a server, create new. Cloud Pandit SQL server. This is the username. Password. Okay, username password I entered. Click OK. Then remaining things, just click review plus create and click create. It is going to deploy. Now we have source side, we have tables. Destination side, I need to go to the storage. Take the storage key, access keys. Take this key and keep it in your Azure vault. Go to resource. Click on secrets. Generate/import. Okay, here this is a ADLS key. Just paste this code, create it. Okay, next, once we have ADLS key, we uploaded. Next, Salesforce password also I need to store it here. Okay, so here I will say Salesforce password. I just enter. Click create. Okay, now I have Salesforce password and the storage details in my Azure Key Vault. Let's go to the data factory. Click on go to resource and click author and monitor. Okay, let's go to manage tab. Click new. Okay, my linked service to Salesforce. Okay, let's say Salesforce. So this is the URL you need to access Salesforce. Click continue. This is the resource. This is, I can say, ls Salesforce auto resolve integration runtime. See, environment URL automatically it has taken. Okay, so login.salesforce.com. So there is no other URL. That's why it has taken automatically. Username I will just enter here, and the password I want to read it from the Azure Key Vault. For that I need to connect to the Azure Key Vault first. Click new. So like you can say here, ls for Azure Key Vault. I don't think it will work directly. We'll see if it is working fine. Otherwise, we'll create Azure Key Vault linked service separately. Create this, then secret name. If you remember, I just have given Salesforce PWD. Let's test the connection. Oh shit! One more thing we need, that is security token. We need to get the security token from the Azure Salesforce. Come here. I forgot to tell you. Click on this. Click on settings. Come here. You see something called reset my security token. Okay. So after you reset your token, you cannot use your old token in API application and desktop clients. Okay. Click reset security token, because I did not receive. This is the first token that I am receiving. Okay, so we sent a new security token to email, that is cloudpandit@gmail.com. So I will log in and get that particular token. See that particular token, it might have sent already. See, this is the Salesforce token it has sent, your new Salesforce security token. So this is the token. Okay, so what I need to do, this token also I need to keep it in Azure Key Vault. Okay, here click on generate /info. SF token, Salesforce token. I'll just put here, create it. Now I will go to the data factory. I will reference it. Azure Key Vault. Say this is the linked service. Secret name is Salesforce token. This is the name I have given. With this, let's test the connection. Click more. Username, password. Username what I have provided here. You remember, username is not Malaya. Username is Malaya@cloudpandit.com. You remember, friends, I mentioned multiple times username is very important. It should be a something @companyname.com. So you need to give proper username. So when I have given everything, it is connection is successful. You can create it. Just to try to publish on, because it is important. Azure Key Vault we need to publish before we use it in a other linked services. That's why I'm publishing. Now you say Salesforce linked services. successfully created. This is our main and important linked service that we need to create. Okay. Okay. So now click new. Let's create a linker service to data lake storage Gen2. Gen2. Create data lake storage Gen2. Click continue. This is a LS for ADLS Gen2. Auto resolve account key. I want to enter manually. So like linked service secret name, I will get it from here. Secret name is from here. Take your secret is this one, ADLS key. Take this ADLS key. From here, keep this ADLS key here. Now you come here, let's say https:// storage name. Storage name is from here. This is your storage name. Take this storage name from here. Storage name .dfs .core .windows .net / okay, let's test the connection. Connection successful, you can create it. Now we have connections ready. Now come to author tab. Okay, our first, let's create a pipeline directly. Okay, okay, so this is the first pipeline, right? So pl underscore data, pl underscore data from Salesforce to ADLS Gen2. Okay, now bring the copy data activity inside. Copy data from Salesforce to ADLS Gen2. What is my source? My source is Salesforce. Click new. Salesforce. All these things, select Salesforce. Click continue. So that's all. So when you select there, it will not show the options to select the table. So here you see you have a table and query. There are two options. First, let's select the table. How to select table? Open this data set again. So select linked service here. Okay. Object API name. It's nothing but your table name. You need to select here. Okay. Let's select table name here. Let's go with EMP. EMP is having more columns, I think. Let's search with EMP table. Where is our EMP table? See, this is our EMP table. Okay. Let's click preview data. We'll see what all data we are getting now. See, this is some ID. Okay. This is like owner ID is deleted, some all extra metadata columns. Okay. But what are the columns we have created? Basically, see, so we have not changed employee ID. I might have used employee ID. I think I have used name here. See, name it is giving E01, E02, E03, E04. So these are the auto-generated IDs. Next, the two columns which we have added is these two, employee name and employee phone number. Sai is the phone number, Srinu, Krishna, Rama. So all these are the columns which we have created, but all these are the some extra columns which are added to that table. That's okay. What I wanted to do, so all these columns, first I will load it into my data lake storage. Next, I will just tell you how you can select the required columns and how you can load only required columns into your destination. Okay, now come here. Go to sync. Let's create a sync data set. So where we want to load this data? Gen2 data lake storage. Click. So how do you want to load the data? Let's go as a CSV. Click continue. So this I can say DS for ADLS Gen2 sync. This is the first sync one, I will say, because this is the first data set for sync I'm creating. So first is that I don't have any tables. I will say this is first run. So my like My root path also I'm just giving first run to understand clearly. Okay, if you want to give the table name, you can give file name. If you want to give, you can give, otherwise you don't need to. Okay, next, as you don't have any folder, you cannot import the schema. Click none, then click OK. So these things I don't want to publish, debug, all those things. It will take more time. Let's click simple debug. It will execute and it will show the results. Okay, this is the easiest way to execute and see the results. Let's click on this to see results. Click refresh. It is in progress. See, this is succeeded. How many rows we have in this? We have total 4 rows in EMP table. Those 4 rows copied into our destination data lake storage Gen2. Let's come to data lake storage. Go to overview. Click on containers. Click on first run. See first run folder created. So here you see EMP __ c dot txt. Why it is coming txt? We have discussed this. Can you tell me why it is coming .txt? See all these columns. But I want at least from one of you why we are getting .txt. Nobody remember.
In sync data side, txt and entered in sync data side.
So sync side, the file extension is txt. That's why it is coming CSV. Now I put CSV. Let's debug once again. Now it will create a one more file. Okay, and this time the file name is going to be custard.csv. It's not a custard.txt. Even though you have selected a CSV file format, but you need to change the extension. By default extension which we will have in sync side is .txt. You need to mark it as a CSV. Now it is succeeded. Now come back, go back, refresh this. But even though it is txt format, you go inside, you will see it's a CSV only, comma separated data. Okay, it's a comma separated only. You see comma separated, but you see the required columns. See here, Sai, all these phone numbers. Here we have column names: employee name, phone number, employee name, phone number, employee name, phone number, employee name, phone number. Okay, fine. So let's select. Let's check our CSV file also. This also will have data same, but only thing is if you want .csv extension, if you want to show, then you need to change it in a sync set. Okay, this is, I hope everybody's clear, right? Now I don't want to take all these columns which are not required for me. I want to take the columns only which is required for me, right? So how you can do that? Come here. Yeah, let's modify same thing. Okay, I don't want to do much modification. Otherwise, let's do one thing. Let's create a new pipeline. Let's do, yeah, let me do new pipeline. This pipeline, I see I'm not changing the names and all because it will take more time for changing names and all. So let's discuss our main concepts. Okay, come bring the copy data activity again. So you just create the new source data set, that is for Salesforce. Select Salesforce, click continue. So that's all. Now open the source data set, select our linked service, object name. I'm not selecting my object name. Okay, I will tell you why. Come back to pipeline. So I don't want to select any table. I want to just query it, right? So query is something like this: select field name from object name. So remember, our field names will come something like this. Our field name, first name. Okay, name is name only. Yes, it is. Okay, if you remember, you do one thing. No, let it be. So here, come to storage, open this. You see the column names and table name. Table name is actually, you need to say emp __ c. Your table name, when you select object, it will just take emp, but when you are querying, you need to say object name is emp __ c. In the same way, here when you are selecting columns, you need to say e name. If you want, you need to say e name __ c. If you want phone number, phone number __ c. If you want to rename, you can rename. Okay, if you want id, then you need to say name. Okay, come here, come here, name. Okay, next I need e name, employee name. Yeah, e name. Name means id will come. E name __ c, as I will say e name. So I'm just renaming. I don't want to pass ename underscore underscore c. That's why I'm saying simply ename, comma, phone number underscore underscore c as phone number from which table? emp underscore underscore c table. So with this query, just to preview data before you run your pipeline. But all any errors or something, it will show. If you don't have any errors, it will show the data. See, you are getting only the columns which are required for you. See, this time I just renamed ename underscore underscore c2. I just renamed as ename. Phone number underscore underscore c2 phone. Okay. So with these three columns only, I want to load it into my sync site. Sync site. Let's create a new data set for Gen2 data lake storage Gen2. Click continue. It says CSV. Click continue. Yes, you can say DS for ADLS Gen2 sync2. So this is the second sync I'm creating. This is the storage, first is that this is, I can say, second run. So you don't have any folder, you cannot import schema. Click OK. So this time at least let's do the correctness. Extension should be .csv only, and I will just debug it. Okay, succeeded. Come here, come back to the storage, refresh here, you will see second run. Go into second run folder. Here you see this is the file. Because we have not given any file name, it will come something like this because it's a query, it's not a table. If you are giving the table, the file name will come with as a table name. Okay, but when you fire a query, like file name will generate something like this. Now you see only data which you want, you load it into data lake storage. Okay, so this is, we have seen how to load single tables, right? But now I wanted to load multiple tables. Okay, so for that I need to maintain the metadata. I need to maintain metadata. Let's go to SQL database, go to resource. Meanwhile, let me just open Azure Data Studio. Okay, it will take just 10 more minutes, not more than that. Okay, just click set server firewall, add client IP, add a, turn on this Azure services and resources to access this server and save it. It is saved. Click OK. Now come back. See, this is the server name. Copy this. Go to your Azure Data Studio now. Okay, updating the status, taking the pipeline logs, everything. So simply what I will do, I will just create a metadata with the 2 columns. So click here, new connection. This is the server name. It's not a Windows authentication as well. Authentication. Let's click connect. Okay, this is the green, right? So now you see it will just take some time to refresh, but right click on this server, click new query. So I'm here. I want to create a metadata table. Create table metadata. Okay, a source table. Source table name is varchar 50. Okay, like folder name. So I will say folder name, target folder name, right? You say simply sync to folder is varchar 50. Only these 2 columns I will take. If any column is inactive, say is active flag is in, right? So something like that. Also, let's take it is easy only. Insert into metadata table. Values are, what is our source table? So source table says we have a EMP table. Okay. So sync side I want to create EMP output container, and this table is active. I will say 0. Okay. Next we have a first table. This first table also should load it into first output, and this is also active. Now you see I will just mark it as inactive. This should be sales. So sales table is not available, that's why I'm just marking it as inactive. Inactive tables will not pick from the metadata table. It's a EMP is completed. Let's just consider as a product. Okay, product output. Now with this, let's create all these two, run it. Create it. Let's expand this. Right click on this, click refresh. Okay, let's check the tables. You see metadata table which we have created. Now come to the pipeline. Yeah, before you go to the pipeline, we need a connection string. Take the connection string. Use the connection string. I will create it in a Azure keyword. Okay. So here what we need to do, we need to copy this, put it here. I need to replace the password. Let me replace the password here. Okay, I just replaced password. Now I will come to Azure keyword, click generate/import SQL connection. Now put the connection string here, create it. The SQL connection string, this is the one. Now come to data factory, go to manage tab once again, click new. This is SQL DB, SQL Azure SQL, right? Azure SQL DB, click continue. This is a LS for Azure SQL DB. Sort resolve integration runtime. Connection string, I want to read it from the Azure keyword. Let's say this is the Azure keyword. Secret name, I'll just say here SQL SQL connection string. Let's test the connection. Testing connection, we'll see connection successful. You can create it. Now come to author tab. Let's create a new pipeline. Okay, multiple tables we are going to copy. For that, first activity should be lookup. So I'm not okay. Let's say here PL for data multi table Salesforce to ADLS Gen2. Okay, fine. Now first activity should be lookup. Just go to lookup, come to settings. We have a, let's create a new data set. Uncheck this first row, take new data set. This data set for what, friends? SQL database, right? There only we have our metadata. Click SQL database. This is for DS for Azure SQL DB. Use this connection string. I don't want to select a table, because if you select table, that sales table which is inactive will come. So I will fire a query. Just click OK. Now come to query. Here what I will do is I'll just fire a query, select a star from metadata where is active equal to 0. Click preview data now. Case insensitive SQL. That's why you will get, see, you are getting sales record is not coming. You are getting only EMP cost and product. Now let's debug this. 5 more minutes. Okay, it will not take much time. So you know, so how to pass the lookup output to for each, right? Now you see lookup output, you see. So these are the items, our items are, these are our items. Take these items and keep it here. Okay. Now how to pass the lookup output to for each? Bring for each, pass it. So come to settings. So do you want to execute sequential? Yes, sequential. Add dynamic content. What is the dynamic content here? Dynamic content is lookup activity output dot value. We need to pass it to the, yes, this can be capital or small, doesn't matter. Click finish. Now lookup output we are passing to the for each. Inside for each, what we wanted to do, we want to run the copy activity, copy data. So what is our source? Source is Salesforce. Click continue. Okay, so here I need to pass the table, but go inside the Salesforce dataset, select linked service. So table name I want to pass it dynamically. Okay, for that click edit. I need to pass the table name, right? Click parameters. First create a parameter, dataset parameter. This is source table, source table. This source table parameter I need to use it here. Add dynamic content. Okay. Source table, I will just pass it source table here. Now come back to pipeline. See here I need to pass the value. From this item, what value I need to pass? EMP. Can you tell me what I need to use there?
At the
Tell me
rate of
what is the, at the rate of
at the rate
item
item
dot
source table.
very good. Okay, that's correct. So we need to do that. Let's click add dynamic content. So from for each, just select for each, it will give you items. In this, we need to say this is the one, right? Just to take this name and paste it here. Okay, click finish. So it's done. You are done with the one by one you are going to pass. It will pick one by one and it will load it into the destination. What is our destination? It's a Gen2. Select Gen2, click continue. So how do you want to load data? Let's go with CSV only. TS for ADLS Gen Sync 3. Use this linked service. First row, my table, like my folder names, I want to pass it dynamically. I will create a data set parameters. Click OK. So Sync 3, go to Sync 3. Okay. So at Sync 3, come to parameters. Let's create a, it's a Sync folder name, F name, that I need to use it here. That's all right. That's all I need to do. Go to days. One more change we need to do here. We need to change it to CSV. That is one change. And second one is I need to provide here. What I need to provide here? Can you tell me what I need to provide there? At the rate item dot.
Sync folder.
Very good. Sync folder. Okay. Right. So from ForEach, it is going to give you entire item. In this item, in this entire item, I want to get only sync folder and just pass sync folder. Click finish. Okay, anyhow, it is yeah, first time let's debug. If it is succeeded, then we can schedule this pipeline, right? You know, scheduling and all those things, but we'll see whether it is successful or not. If it is succeeded, then we can able to schedule and rerun the pipeline once again. Copy activity started. Copy activity in progress. Yeah, successful. Yeah, other copy activity is also going to fail if it is failed one. Let's come back. We'll see. Source side it has failed. The reason is one second. Okay, now 1 second. So here, friends, what happens is The reason is, one second, go inside this data set. One second, I just trying to identify what happened. It is not coming. When I said cust only, I'm passing, right? So we are passing cust only. EMP only, I'm passing. Product only, I'm passing. So don't change. Yeah. So do not change this table. Okay, I will tell you what you need to do. Source table. Okay, let's keep as is. See, I'm not modifying any table. Only metadata we need to modify. So that's what I was thinking. That is correct or not? Fine. So what is the problem is, you remember table names if we pass cast emp, it is not working. So we need to little bit, we need to change the table content edit data. Yeah. So here let me just drop this metadata table. Drop from here. 1 second. Yeah. Let's not waste time. Drop table metadata. The reason for failure is these tables, it should not be cust product sales. We need to pass it differently. How to pass it, I will tell you. That's what I was thinking, but yeah, underscore C, product underscore C, sales underscore C. Let's try like this. We'll see whether it is successful or not. Okay, 4 rows affected. Let's debug pipeline, same pipeline. I'm not modifying anything. Will it work or not? We'll see. If it is not working, we'll look into it. What is the issue? The exit issue. It should successful now, but if it is failed again, we will look into it. What is the reason? But now you see the lookup of values, the table names. I'm going to pass something like this. Hey, how come EMP table is coming as EMP? This is not modified. Okay. So if 2 copy activities succeeded, 1 copy activities failed, the reason is this should be EMP underscore CC. We'll see. Yeah, you understood. So for this, I think it's a EMP table. I think, oh shit, here I need to modify it. I forgot to modify this. That's why EMP got failed, but other tables are succeeded. So now let me just drop it once again. Let's recreate everything. Yeah, so I just reset it. Let's come to the storage. You see all the folders it will create here. Come back, click refresh. You see like cost, product. Yeah, these two only because EMP did not run, right? So let's delete these two now. I just wanted to publish all these things. Just publish all these things. Click publish. This is one thing. Next thing is I want to create a schedule. Okay, what is time now? Let's click new / edit. Click new trigger. So this is schedule. Okay. So it's a tumbling window. Sorry, let's go with the schedule trigger, right? So first we need to change the time zone. It should be India, Chennai, Kolkata, New Delhi. Schedule start date is 8:14 current time. So I'll just go with 8. What is with the seconds you check? Okay, 8:16 I will schedule, right? 8:16. Let's say every 2 minutes. Specify end date. I'll just say specify end date is today only at so 9 o'clock. Click OK. 9 o'clock is, let's say, every 30 minutes. Click OK. Click OK. Now publish all. Click publish. Now pipeline is going to run. We'll see 8, 15, 24. pipeline is publishing. Now you see the still we have some 30 minutes. We'll see that. It's publishing. Come to monitor tab. Our pipeline should run at 8:16. Yes, now the time is 8:16. Now go to refresh. Pipeline started at 8:16. Go inside this pipeline. Now you see first lookup. Lookup has given the data you see. Source table it is giving emp underscore underscore c. Source table it is giving cust underscore underscore c. Product underscore underscore c. So now all these three items I pass it to ForEach. So ForEach is going to call copy activity one by one because we have enabled the sequential, right? So just check this. So this is a like this is our first table. Cancel this. Okay, sometimes we said we will not know what is the table. So here you see this is our second table is running. Let's come to storage and check refresh it. Here we will come to know which table ran as of now. Oh, three tables successfully ran. Now come here, refresh. It will show everything is succeeded already. Yes, everything is succeeded. You understood, friends? Multiple tables from Salesforce to Data Lake Storage Gen2, how you can load single table, how you can load. Even we have seen how to select the required columns and load it into Data Lake Storage Gen2 website. Okay, clear, friends? Any doubts? Okay, let me stop there.